When a narcissist discards you, they don't want you to move on or heal. Instead, they hope you'll remain stuck in a state of emotional and psychological turmoil. Unlike a typical breakup where people eventually process their emotions, grieve, and hope for the best for both parties involved, narcissists have a different agenda. They do not feel remorse, have no desire to change, and certainly do not wish you well. From the beginning of the relationship, narcissists work to undermine your self-esteem and sense of self. They chip away at your core identity, leaving you feeling disempowered and confused when the relationship ends. Their goal is to leave you so broken that you struggle to rebuild your self-worth. If you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, you may feel like there are two distinct versions of yourself: the person you were before the relationship and the person you became after it. Narcissists hope you remain in this fractured state, filled with self-doubt and uncertainty, validating their sense of superiority and control. For those who grew up with narcissistic parents, the experience is even more deeply ingrained. You may never have felt like your true self because you were always subjected to manipulative behaviors. If you start to find your sense of empowerment and reject the negative beliefs instilled by the narcissist, it challenges their view of themselves and their control over you. Narcissists derive satisfaction from seeing you continue to struggle with the limiting beliefs they planted in you, and they don't want you to move on or find happiness. Narcissists also want you to adopt a false self, much like the one they lived through. This false self is a facade you create to protect yourself from further harm, but it is not who you truly are. Over time, you may lose touch with your authentic self and start living inauthentically, just as the narcissist does. They prefer you to live this way because it aligns with their need to control and manipulate. Another tactic narcissists use is to manipulate the narrative so that when the relationship ends, they have already convinced others that you are the problem. They enjoy seeing you waste your time and energy trying to prove the truth because it keeps you focused on them rather than on your healing and growth. This constant effort to defend yourself further invalidates your experience and keeps you trapped in their web of manipulation. Healing from narcissistic abuse is a challenging journey that requires more than just time. Like a physical injury, the psychological and emotional wounds inflicted by a narcissist need active, focused care to heal properly. This involves inner work, such as therapy, self-reflection, and support from others who understand what you've been through. Simply removing the narcissist from your life is not enough. You need to actively work on rebuilding your sense of self and deconstructing the false self you've adopted as a defense mechanism. The narcissist's ultimate goal is for you to remain stuck in a state of insecurity and dependence. However, by engaging in deep inner work and committing to a healing process, you can reclaim your true self and diminish the narcissist's power over you. Rebuilding your self-worth and learning to trust yourself again is the most empowering thing you can do to overcome the effects of narcissistic abuse.